Year of the Rabbit. Matt, can you set this up a bit?
Not really.
Off your
I'll try my best. I would describe it as a bit of a spoof on Ripper Street. That's what I felt when I was watching it. And he's sort of a bit of a drunk. He's not got any eyebrows. He's sort of disgraced in the force. There's a character played by Paul Kay who's like the sort of lauded officer, and Rabbit's almost the sort of disgraced one. He teams up with sort of a new sort of posh partner and the adopted niece, I think, of the captain of the force, played by Alan Armstrong. And these are this sort of trio who are out to sort of solve crimes and get the right person. Basically, that's the sort of gist of the series, or certainly this first episode.
What the cock-a-dick goes through your head? What happened?
What?
Shut your pipe! You put a teacher in hospital, you div. This came today. Know what it is?
I don't know. A letter?
Dear Inspector Rabbit, your visit yesterday really inspired me. When I grow up, I want to kick wrong-uns in the bollocks, then string them up. Signed Lily, aged 9. Hi.
Just, working together for a safer city.
You made me look a proper tit. I need you to play the game, Rabbit, so you're getting a partner.
Sergeant Wilbur Strauss. Delighted to meet you, sir.
I bet you are, boy. I don't want a partner.
He's from Cambridge. Top of his year in criminology.
Father, you forgot your sandwiches, and, did I get the job?
Mabel, darling, a woman can't be police.
When you adopted me, you said you wanted the best for me.
I was mainly talking about hats.
If a woman can be a nurse or a novelist, then why can't she find the stolen jewels or drown a nonce because a child's too good for him?
Because it's never been done, and for other socio-economic reasons.
The only opportunity for a young woman in this field is strangled girl in fog. I'm aiming higher. I'm going to be the first female copper. Or fopper. Or lady filth. Or...
Bacon dollies.
Femi plot?
Shut your holes!
See, don't doubt yourself. You did that well-ish. Did that well-ish.
Again, it helps when you've got Wikipedia in front of you.
I wish you wouldn't give away all your secrets. But Year of the Rabbit, yeah, it's brand new. It's on Channel 4. They're all there on all four, as is the way now that you can go and binge all these should you want to. I enjoyed it for the most part. When I finished it, I thought, well, I've watched one episode, but I didn't feel compelled to go back. I thought Alan Armstrong was actually the strongest part of this, and he wasn't used very much, but every bit of his dialogue made me smile. I didn't laugh at any point through this. I think my biggest issue, and it is an issue that's probably just mine, is I think, unfortunately, Matt Berry is a little bit overexposed at the moment, and this isn't the large, big Matt Berry performance that, you know, it's not like he's popped in out of Toast of London. He's not doing that sort of big, loud performance that we've come to know from him, but it's just, I've seen him in a lot of stuff lately, and this is, for me, was pretty forgettable, and I don't know that I'll, in a couple of weeks, remember that this was still on. But it was enjoyable. It wasn't it wasn't hard to sit through it. It wasn't a bad comedy. It's just one of those that is just sort of there for me.
And I'm intrigued by Keeley Hawes popping up at the end
as
well.
and Sally Phillips as well. There's some good guest stars in there, but it's one of those that if I've got the TV on Channel 4 at 10 and it happens to be on, I'll watch it, but I don't think I'm going to remember much about it, really.
It seemed a bit hit and miss. There were some jokes that landed, some that sort of like just land at all. I agree with you about Alan Armstrong. I think he was great in it. He was definitely, for me, the most memorable part of it. I think probably the problem that I had with it was that generally it felt like there was a good idea, a really good idea there for sort of like a spoof of 19th century detective work and period dramas, but I don't think it quite reached the potential that it could have done.
What I will say about sort of Channel 4 is they do take risks with their comedies. You know, you can't sort of pin down a Channel 4 comedy. You know, you've got Derry Girls, you've got Lee and Dean, you've got Satellite's Flats, Dead Pixels, which we talked about earlier in the year. You know, there's a vast difference between a lot of these comedies. And I feel this is a bit sort of obtuse. The humour, I think, didn't hit personally for me, but I enjoyed I think the energy of it was there. You know, it kept a good pace throughout. You sort of knew that where they were heading. You know, I did like Matt Berry in this. I think he didn't play that sort of toast character, as you said. It was a bit more sort of subdued in this. But I can understand you sort of hang-ups about Matt Berry. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch any more of this.
Yeah, that's how
As
I
you say,
feel.
it is a little bit forgettable, but I think it is a good effort. You know, it's not a bad sitcom. It's, as
No,
you say,
not by
sort
any
of kept your
means.
attention throughout.
It's just, and I suppose that's why they're experimenting with all four, because if it does grip you or grab you and you think, oh, I'll give it another go, and you don't want to wait till Monday again, or you forget that it's Monday, then you can head for it on all four. But for me, it just wasn't up there for what I need in a comedy, really. The Year of the Rabbit is continuing on Channel 4 on Monday nights, or as I say, all four for the 6 episodes that make up the series.